Welcome into the Snow the Goalie Dev Camp series. We are here with none other than future Flyers netminder. Going to be leave with the Phantoms this year. I'm very excited. Carson Bjarnason, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Doing great.
Good
to see you, Carson.
Yeah. Obviously, so the interesting thing is, we're talking to a lot of these guys. We just got done talking to Jack Nesbitt. We're going to be talking to Porter. Guys who this is their first dev camp. For you, this is old hat. Like you've done this before, right? Like this is big. What is different for you as a guy who's been around a couple of these before versus the first time you were here? What's it like for you now?
I mean, the simple answer obviously is like comfortability. Like you're hanging around guys that you've, like I've said, been with for 3 years now. Obviously the new guys, you can kind of poke at them and get to know them in a way like that. But it's good to kind of be an older guy and introduce those guys around, show them around, and you're a little bit more versatile now. You can kind of hold conversations with people longer that you didn't know your first year. So it's been good. Nothing but laughs here.
I know there's a question that everybody wants answered, and it's hard for a goaltender to give the answer because of the different level he plays, whether in the American League, the NHL, Europe, whatever it may be. What is the difference in the shooting proficiency of the NHL player compared to players that are below them?
No, it's like you said, like it's hard to. I mean, looking at the shot, I don't know what it's like from like the stands, but you look at it, and it's like, oh, that guy's got a good shot. Everybody's got a good shot nowadays. It's the biggest thing going around, right? You see, I played against Connor in the Western League. He's obviously got one of the better shots in the NHL. So I think just going along with the shot is the IQ of it. The IQ of the game, the way they can get it off, the way they release it. Like it's little things like that you don't look into up until you have to kind of dig deep into it and be able to read releases better. Obviously, if a guy's faking a shot, pulling it in, and then feeding across the ice, you got to be able to hold your feet as a goalie. So, you got to be able to read that, and then not only that, you got to be able to read the guy's stick hand on the other side. Like,
right.
It's a lot that goes into it, but I'm still learning. I'm lucky enough to be here with guys like Porter and Sulku, who's got one of the best shots here. He fires the puck. I don't know if you saw it. He got the puck stuck in the net today.
I saw.
Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
Like that's ridiculous. Yeah. So lucky enough, he hasn't hit me in the cranium yet. But well, I'm sure we'll get to that point soon.
That's like Johnny Leclerc shooting that puck through the net against Buffalo. You weren't born yet.
Yes.
But we have John Leclerc, who was on the ice with you guys, actually took a shot against Buffalo. It went in the side of the net. It was against Dominic Hasek.
Yeah. And
they counted it a goal. This is before really good replay.
Yes. Well, you couldn't tell that it went through the side.
It's a good problem to have then.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Not if you're the goalie.
Not if you're Dominic Hasek, right?
Exactly.
So I wanted to ask you, before we started recording, you're like, a couple of dinks and bruises and everything. And it's just part of playing the position. Don't take this the wrong way. A lot of times goalies are like a little bit weird, a little bit off. Some have been,
I've gotten that. We all get it.
But you're
okay.
But you don't seem to be. So how the hell did you end up choosing to play goalie?
Hey man, my brother was a mean guy. He put me in the net in the basement. He just threw me in there. He said he needed to practice his shooting. No, we were younger, and we in our basement. There's days he'd be shooting it around. I'd be doing the same. He probably shot it better than I did. So I think that's when I was bound to be a goalie. I was like, yeah, I'm just not cut out for this whole defenseman shooting thing. So so I was a goalie in my basement first, and then I think it would have been around 9 or 10. I first really tried getting in net. Did a few camps with a guy around that lives in Brandon, and then I just kind of grew to love it. I was a player up until about 13.
Oh,
wow. So I was a D-man. It's something I tried to play as long as I could. Tried to be one of the better skaters on my team first. I can't say I was. I don't know if I was. I'll get somebody else to vouch for that somewhere back home. But and then kind of transitioned to it. First year of Bantam was one of my first full years regularly, and then second year Bantam as well, and then just kind of took off from there.
You're in like a kind of crazy situation here. I mean, I'm sure you kind of have to monitor the situation at the NHL level, the AHL level. Like last year, Flyers kind of rotated 3 goalies. They had 2 guys that came over, in Fedotov and Kolosov, and to be honest, like a little bit of a mess at the NHL level. It is what it is. But going into this year, it very much appears as though your spot with the Phantoms, is pretty set there. If that's where you're going to end up being, right? there's a chance that one of those guys might end up down there as well.
Yeah.
Is there something that, like, when you go into that situation, you try to kind of, you're not sit under the learning tree, but you're trying to like pick a little bit here and there?
Yeah, like I mean, you hear all these young guys coming in these days, and it's just you got to take it in like a sponge. You know, that's the saying these days, and it's definitely true. It resonates with all of us. Like we gotta be able to you know, definitely respect the fact that they've been in the league longer than we have. You know, we were just drafted, some of us, right?
Yep.
And yeah, we want to crack rosters and you know, make our name for ourselves, and you know, that's good and all. I want to walk into the Flyers, you know, room this year. I want to be able to make the team, and that's the mindset you should have. It's just you know, also finding that balance of respect and being able to bounce questions off them, and you know, they'll like you more if you know, if you're able to do that and kind of do it in a respectful manner. So I'm excited to see who will be down there. Hopefully, I obviously make one of the teams first, but yeah, it'll be fun.
I gotta think there's a very high probability.
Hopefully, we'll see. Yeah.
What was that experience like for you last year to kind of be around that in the postseason and take that little bit of a run with them last year?
Yeah, it was cool. You know, they had a good crew. They had Cal down there, and then they had Parker. You know, who was a good tandem. So, you know, you're a younger guy, so obviously you look at that team as an older crew. I mean, I was one of the older guys on my junior team, and I was 19. So, you know, it was cool to be able to kind of hang around them, see how they act every day. You know, you're an adult in that league, so you're able to go home and do whatever you want, which, you know, I'm not quite used to. Usually you have curfew and, you know, maybe get a text or call from the assistant coach back in Brandon the odd day. But, yeah, it was awesome, man. It's great to be in practice, great to be able to dress and back up for those playoff games.
Now, one of the things that, you know, we asked Jack earlier said, you know, this is your first time here in Philly. Obviously, it's not your first time here. So if you had to take, you know, when you guys are going to go over to the city a little bit later. Yeah. What you can't say cheesesteaks. What's the one? what's the one thing you want to show them or say to them? This is like a really cool thing about this city.
Yeah, I haven't been to the city a whole lot. You know, just a handful of times. I really love going to Phillies games. Like it's just cool. It's an atmosphere.
You a baseball fan?
Yeah, I love ball. I try to play when I go back home. Sometimes I'm a little scared of getting hurt these days now, but yeah, I played all growing up. You know, my brother's probably the better player now. I haven't played for a while, but we both played AAA growing up and you know, extra baseball and all that. And he went to nationals. I think he won nationals one year. So he's a good player, fun to watch. Go back home and watch his provincials coming up. But yeah, we went for dinner one day. I took the guys out somewhere. I can't remember. It wasn't cheap. It felt terrible. My wallet hurt after that. I'm pretty sure I actually asked for a reimbursement like right away. I was like, please, somebody, Comcast.
You got rookie dinner.
I need this back. Yeah. I texted Riley Armstrong, I think, the receipt. So I needed that back. But, you know, if I'm able to take those guys out to a Phillies game or, you know, come time an Eagles game, it'll be cool. So I think that's the biggest thing.
Before he has a bunch of rapid fire questions that are not hockey related. Okay. So you have ink. I'm wondering, is there anything of significance to that? Is that
it's all has meaning. I got a couple of, you know, animal patchwork, you know, around the front and back. I got 2 owls there, and I got a bear. My last name, Bjarnason, means son of many bears. Okay. So that's what I got on my shoulder, and then I got, you know, some coming across the ribs. I'm working on a back piece right now, so may not come across, but you know, bit of a bad boy. You know?
I was going to ask you.
I'm just playing around.
I was going to ask,
I swear.
Do you carry any, like, I know goalies masks, like it's a big thing. Do you carry any of that over into the mask? Is that something that?
Yeah, I've always enjoyed drawing my own masks. You know, every night at the hotel, my roommate Alex Chernick might attest to this. Might get annoying, but I stay up late drawing and, you know, just sketching around, and yeah, it's something, you know, I enjoy. Is that like a
hobby of yours? Like art,
yeah, like I've drawn for a long time. I think my grandpa kind of had a touch for it, and then my brother and sister, I can confidently say, don't have that touch. So I was lucky enough to get that, and then yeah, I don't know, it's something I can, you know, remember the longest time doing. So.
And you use those drawings for your helmets?
Yeah, so the ones actually Franny Drummond has been doing my past couple Flyers helmets. He's a local guy, great guy. I just send in my drawings to him, and he just kind of copied and pasted it on there, and
nice.
Did that for me. So
we're going to skip them because we got Porter coming in, and I don't want to make it seem like he's more important than you.
It's okay,
Carson, but I mean, I don't want to hold up his time.
He might be. It's okay.
It's all
What's
good.
up, Porter?
It's all good.
Right, well, let's ask you. I'll ask you one that's on his long list. When you're not at the rink, if you get screen time, because a lot of guys say they don't watch a lot of TV.
Yeah,
I don't watch a lot of streaming stuff. A lot of guys game instead. Which way do you go? Are you going to spend more of your time gaming or more of time watching something?
Definitely watching something. I've never played video games.
No way.
Not good at it.
Okay.
My brother used to play, and I've never had a touch for it. So.
All right. So what are you watching?
I like any kind of Actually, I watch a lot of old music videos, just like Metallica music videos, Leonard Skinner, just like random stuff.
Really?
So, just kind of nice to see. I like watching a lot of guitar stuff. So
he's coming into our generation.
I know,
it's a throwback. Yeah, I love it.
It's good.
That's right.
It's great.
All right.
Right
That's
on.
Great.
All right. Well, thanks for being on this
thanks,
show.
boys.
Thanks, Carson. Really great stuff. Best of luck to you,
boys.
and hopefully we'll see you at some point later
Right
this
on.
year.
Great to see you, boys. Thank you.
Thanks.